Let's take an early look at the entire Season 3 Reloaded update, all the new MP maps, modes, weapons, zombies, Warzone content, new events, and much more. We'll break it all down in today's video. Be sure to drop a like in the video, subscribe if you're new, but first off here on the release date, Season 3 will apparently end on June 11th according to leaker Alex, which means this season is going to be around 70 days long, which is a pretty long season, but regardless, that would give us a midpoint of either Wednesday, May 1st or Wednesday, May 8th here. I'm leaning towards Wednesday, May 8th, honestly, but based on the classified sector in the battle pass, which is going to be the new weapon unlock that I'll talk about in a second, that starts in 16 days, and those are usually starting around the reloaded update, and that would bring us closer to Wednesday, May 1st there. So those 2 days, the first 2 weeks, honestly, of May is when we'll see that reloaded update release, which is pretty cool. But for the early downloads as well, we finally started getting some early pre-downloads for all platforms, beginning with the Season 2 reloaded update, which is super cool to see. But unfortunately for Season 3, first of all, not everyone got that pre-download, so some players on Xbox and PC got it, others didn't. And what happened anyway was that people that got the pre-download still had to download a whole other update on the day of release for Season 3, which kind of defeated the purpose for a pre-download to begin with, right? So hopefully for Season 3 Reloaded, we have a pre-download at least a day before the update goes live, and that's it. No other major patch file when the update actually goes live the next day. So I'll be sure to update you guys on more specific info on download sizes, all that good stuff for pre-downloads, and much more. And of course, quick reminder, be sure to check out U4GM if you need cheap cop points, rare unlock codes, zombie schematics, mastery camos, and much more. There's a bunch of stuff over there. Use code MATT for an extra 5% off. Links are down below. But first off here again on that classified sector that begins in 16 days, and that's where you're going to be able to get the new BAL 27 weapon unlock, which is so exciting. Of course, again, you don't need to buy the battle pass to get access to this sector and unlock the BAL, which is pretty cool. What's going to happen is that sector is going to open up, you'll do some challenges, and you'll be able to unlock the BAL 27 in the end here. And of course, if you guys don't remember, this was the original AW BAL 27 AR we saw back in that game, which was so iconic. For a quick description on this here, a bullpup prototype weapon designed to increase fire rate over time. While the trigger is squeezed, the first 4 shots are slower to fire, but highly accurate. So solid weapon there. Hopefully it is actually good and, you know, not overpowered, but just a good formidable weapon to use in MP and especially Warzone. Can't wait for that. And we've talked about as well the potential of maybe the OG BAL Obsidian Steed blueprint or variant coming to the game in some type of way. Now, back in AW, I guess it wasn't completely pay to win because you were able to get supply drops for free. I kind of forgot about that whole thing. A lot of you guys were correcting me on that. It was a long time ago, guys. I was like 14 years old playing that game. But of course, this time around, it's kind of a bit more difficult for them to do that because we don't have supply drops. So my idea was that maybe the Obsidian Steed variant could be a free mastery reward we get as part of an upcoming event. That would be pretty cool. You can't have it in a bundle unless it's purely cosmetic because the variant portion would be pay to win. If you have to buy a bundle to get that better version of the BAL, which is the Obsidian Steed, that would be for sure pay to win. So just giving us a free way to get that OG variant in the game that is more powerful but accessible to everyone would be solid. We'll see if they actually end up doing that. No one knows for sure, but I feel like it would be pretty cool. Let me know down below your opinions on that. But for other weapons here, we're of course continuing to get more aftermarket parts as well. They go through stuff. Obviously, we're getting some right now. We'll get more for the Season 3 Reloaded update. We don't have official details on what exactly those aftermarket parts are for the Reloaded update, but we'll get more information on that very soon. For other content here, we are getting a new tactical EMD mine for the mid-season update, proximity trigger mine that sticks to surfaces. Once triggered, the mine shoots out tracker devices that reveal the enemy location and direction until removed. Sounds pretty interesting. This is also cool as well, a new field upgrade in the game. Pretty much like NVG goggles, toggle between normal vision and enhanced vision with integrated target highlighting, has a limited battery. Okay, sounds interesting there. For other MP content here, we're getting 2 new multiplayer maps, a 6v6 core map Grime, which looks so cool and seems like a part of that, you know, final MW3 campaign mission in London. Can't wait for that one. The map layout looks pretty cool. The colors look cool as well. And the other one here is Checkpoint, a 6v6 map, a small part of Rebirth Island actually, coming to MW3. The Vondel map, I don't really enjoy as much, honestly. It's a bit too big for multiplayer, but this one seems to be a lot more close quarters, compact, and should be a decent map overall. For other MP content here, we have a new game mode called Minefield, which looks pretty interesting in the same way that Season 2's Hardpoint was Hardpoint, but with zombies. Think of Minefield as multiplayer, but with mines, currently applicable to almost any current game mode. Sledgehammer Games will be switching on this game variant in a variety of modes like Kill Confirmed, Domination, and Hardpoint. Minefield uses the same rules as the mode in question, but with one important addition. When you defeat a rival player, a proximity mine is dropped at the enemy's corpse. This mine cannot be picked up and remains deadly to the enemy team, but not to any friendly teammates. As the action heats up, the scattered mines across the map ramp up the action to a cacophony of chaos. Watch your step out there, operators. So sounds like an interesting mode. We'll see how much replayability it actually has, but still pretty cool. Another mode here, which sounds interesting, is called Escort. They say those Warzone veterans who remember playing the entertaining LTM known as Payload know what to expect here, as two teams, both with unlimited respawns, face off in a variety of maps, with one side protecting an MAW as it maneuvers across the map. Meanwhile, the opposing force has enemy takedowns and the grand prize of vehicular destruction on their minds. The attacking team's overriding goal ensures the vehicle reaches its destination. The defending team's plan of attack is to disable the vehicle by any means necessary. Once the first game of the match is completed, the teams swap objectives, and the side with the quickest vehicle takedown wins. Now, for new events here, we're actually getting another Vortex event, which may actually release before the Reloaded update, so we'll get more information on that very soon, but it's going to be on the same maps. They say it's going to be Airborne, Satan's Quarry, Skid Row, Spore Yard, and Tetanus return in a limited special time playlist coming later in Season 3. Okay, familiar Vortex Mosh Pit, same type of stuff there, along with a new arcade mode actually, so that's going to be a new part there, with a number of redacted gameplay modifiers to add yet more variety to your game. So same map, same concept, but a new mode added to the mix, which sounds pretty cool. Some more on this here event: Vortex Virus Mainframe in Season. It's not a system error. Virus has made its way into Vortex. Earn XP to unlock rewards. So another XP progression event, and it's going to be based around this new Tracer Pack here, Horseman Virus Ultra Skin, which we actually have an early preview of up on screen here. Looks to be pretty cool. We have an operator skin for Ghost here, which looks solid. 2 weapon blueprints, an SVA 545 blueprint with some Trojan tracers, and a looks like malware dismemberment effect. We'll get a preview of that as well. Looking pretty solid. A Holger 26 blueprint as well. Pathogen, slightly different look there. Okay, and of course zombies acquisitions, other cosmetics as well. A decent bundle overall. If you have that equipped while playing the event, you'll get extra XP towards that event there, and for that event we'll have some type of mastery camo or weapon blueprint as that final reward. Solid stuff there. And of course we're gonna have other events as well. This one is not confirmed, but it seems to be pretty likely that we're getting some type of NBA themed event potentially, because we have a Devin Booker operator skin that got leaked out for the Reloaded update. Now they could just do a crossover operator bundle release. That is entirely possible, but at least with MW3, every type of mini crossover they do turns into some type of event. So this could be another just simple XP progression event where we have Devin Booker, maybe LeBron James or some other NBA player a part of this event as well, that releases throughout the week. And then if you have those operators equipped, you get more XP, just like we said with the Vortex event. We don't know for sure yet. Do they do a bigger challenge based event? Maybe. It's entirely possible, but you know, we'll see very soon. Regardless, all of that will be releasing around the Reload update as well. And I do want to mention this because apparently there have been some leaks about a Black Ops Gulf War initial reveal at some point in late May, early June. Now, if they were smart and they've done this in previous years, they would actually market this next game in MW3 by doing some type of crazy redacted mysterious like reveal event in this game, and have stuff on the MP maps that tease towards Black Ops Gulf War's reveal. And they could do a lot of interesting stuff, have a certain operator skin as a reward for completing an event, a part of this Black Ops Gulf War themed event reveal thing in MW3. I mean, there's a lot of ideas that I have that I feel like would be pretty sick. Do they do it? We don't know for sure yet, but if you guys remember in the past, they would always tease, like they teased Infinite Warfare, right, in Black Ops 3. They teased COD Ghost on Nuketown in BO2. I think they did, at least. They've done a lot of stuff in the past like that, honestly, and with MW3 being so focused on weekly and bi-weekly events here, it would be kind of a missed opportunity to not have some type of, you know, marketing in this game for some type of weekly event that, you know, teases Gulf War's reveal, has a character, weapon, camo, some type of cosmetics that relate to the story of Gulf War in some type of MW3 event. You know, we'll see very soon. Just want to mention that as a possibility for potential Reloaded events here in MW3. But for more stuff here, we have a bunch of new Warzone content releasing. This first one I find so interesting. It's a variable time of day change on Rebirth Island. So as Season 3 progresses, the atmosphere conditions of Rebirth may begin to vary the increasing chance of variable changes to the weather. The visibility of your squad and enemy players is always of overriding importance, as this weather mainly serves as pleasing new ambience to the backdrop you're fighting in. Rebirth Island's weather is almost always sunny with clear skies. Occasionally there may be matches where the sky is brooding and overcast, the sun is setting, or light sea fog begins to roll in. Sometimes the change in weather lasts the entire match, and sometimes the weather may change partway through, and the changes in conditions mean extra vigilance is recommended, as unique items may spawn across the map during these infrequent events. Take advantage of every situation to win the game, and this sounds so fire. Cannot wait for this year. Another cool kill streak being added here is called Foresight. To be forewarned is to be forearmed, and for those wanting a less bombastic kill streak, Foresight can offer incredible insight regarding the future of your match. Returning from the original Warzone, Foresight was last available at the Containment Monster Station and in the black market. For Season 3, Foresight becomes a kill streak, a piece of rare loot purchasable at a buy station or found on the corpse of a fallen foe. Foresight shows you the location of every future gas circle, so you'll know where the game ends. Plan your tactics accordingly. Sounds pretty cool. We have a new utility box as well, running low on both armor and ammunition. You only got one inventory space to carry a resupply box, then you may want to invest in a utility box, which apparently just gives you both armor and munitions in one box as well. Refills your tacticals, lethals, armor plates, etc. Sounds pretty useful there. This one here is pretty exciting for a lot of Warzone players. The Specialist perk package is returning, so they say it's back. The most prized perk possession in all of Warzone returns. The Hexagon of Omnipotence may be incredibly difficult to discover. In fact, it's only very rarely found at a redacted or in specific redacted, but its effectiveness cannot be understated. Once found, this grants you every applicable perk in the game and continues to function even if you subsequently access your loadout drop with the chosen perks. In addition to the default perks available to all operators, tac pads, commando gloves, quick grip gloves, climbing boots, and overkill, Specialist grants you the advantages of the following 29 additional perks, but only for the remainder of the match here. So perk slots 1 and 2, all perks active, they list them there. Perk slot 3, all perks active, and perk slot 4, all perks active there. So a pretty cool perk package there. Definitely cannot wait for that one. Another feature here returning is the weapon trade station. They say the newly improved weapon trade station is currently being installed across Rebirth Island for an in-season activation. This acts in a similar manner to the previous version. Access this reinforced locker and trade an unwanted weapon for one of lesser quality and some extra loot. The quality of the weapon you trade in is related to its rarity, which is a measurement of how many attachments the weapon has. Each rarity has an associated color in the info box you view when you pick up a weapon. So common weapon, 0-1 attachments, uncommon 2 attachments, rare blue 3 attachments, epic purple 4 attachments, legendary orange 5, and ultra orange 5+ attachments. Sounds pretty cool. And they say additional weapon trade station items that are dropped at the completion of the trade can include ammo, cash, equipment, and on very rare occasions, if you're incredibly lucky and trade a formidable weapon, the Specialist perk token. So pretty good reward there. And we also have new bunker entrances as well on Urzikstan here. Late breaking reports suggest that the unsealing of bunkers across the entirety of Urzikstan may be underway. Previous non-corroborated reports of Bunker 5's opening remain unverified, though some operators have described the large tanks containing human remains within this location. Now that additional bunker opening mechanisms may have activated, all operators are encouraged to explore with extreme caution, though scans of the area have not substantiated any imminent threats. We'll see what that's all about very soon. Could be related to Black Ops Gulf 4 or another just map Easter egg on Urzikstan. And finally for zombies here, we are getting some content. Nothing too crazy, but it is still something. We have Dr. Jansen, a new Dark Ether quest here. Pretty similar stuff to what we saw before. For every Dark Ether quest, it's a very similar sequence. I doubt it's going to be anything too different here. We have a new Dark Ether Rift location in Zarqwa Hydroelectric from Al Mazrah. Okay, cool stuff there. The Al Mazrah locations are fine. It is cool. The Dark Ether skybox makes it feel like you're in a different location, so I don't mind going back to Al Mazrah, but as I've said in so many videos, it would be much more cooler to go back to a previous zombies map, like going to, you know, Transit, for example, as a Dark Ether Rift location would be insane. Will that ever happen for this game? Absolutely not, but it would be cool. You know, so it is what it is there. But regardless, still hyped to see this here, new area to play. I just hope there's new contracts, new things to do that make it really different from the previous Dark Ether Rifts here. We'll see what ends up happening there, but they did confirm also a bunch of new challenges and schematics as well. So prestige challenges, camo challenges, standard stuff there. For the schematics here, These are pretty interesting. We're getting a dead wire detonator here. Are you still shocked at the impressive electrical damage the dead wire ammo mod inflicts? Then you might want to employ the dead wire detonator and attach it to all your explosive weaponry, including lethals and launchers. With a golden gas mask filter as well, a prize schematic with a shiny hue and impressive long-lasting effect. Gain a self-regenerating gas mask for the rest of the match. This comes in extremely handy for surviving zombie strongholds and any surprises in the rifts. And finally, you have the Sergeant's Beret schematic. Your outcomes no longer need to be terminal when dealing with Zakayev's hired guns. Simply don the Sergeant's Beret to disguise yourself among the mercs and summon a trusty merc bodyguard who shadows you to the end. Okay, so cool stuff there. For other stuff as well, we're getting a new Warlord Rainmaker, so nothing too spectacular. It's going to be near Shahin Manor on Urzikstan. Expect mortar rounds, RPG fire, all that good stuff. I'm not going to go through all that there. It's just another Warlord boss fight, which are okay, but I feel like the Warlords and zombies are not that exciting. It's more like a DMZ type of thing there. Warlords would have been much more cooler in this mode if they were more zombie focused, if it was a big zombie boss like we saw back in previous Treyarch zombie maps. Thinking back to like BO3, if we had like Horizon style boss fights, Zetsubo no Shima, all that cool stuff, but on the Urzikstan map, and you had to do a big Easter egg to actually get to that boss fight, that would be insane. But again, maybe I'm just asking for too much here at this point. It is what it is. Hopefully we get all that cool stuff in Black Ops Gulf War this year, but regardless, that's what we're getting for Season 3 Reloaded. A bunch of decent updates here for especially multiplayer and Warzone. Zombies, as I said, okay content. I'm hyped for the Bout 27 as well, so it's not an L update. There's stuff I'm excited for here, but is it the best update we could have seen? Definitely not. But let me know down below what you're excited for, what you're not excited for, what do you want to see for future seasons as well, for Season 4 content. That'll come before we know it as well, so leave all your comments down below. Be sure to subscribe for more COD update videos like this. Shout out to YouTube channel members as always, and I'll see you guys in the next video or live stream. Peace out, guys.